Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Paul.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. DB's right up on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Beck. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Gators offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
The handoff to Johnson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Let's go. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass, it's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
GBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good tight end and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw, and you move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
He's back to throw on second down. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Leaves it with the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Defense was ready, and the offense thinking maybe they're going to all jam up in the middle of the field and try to get ready for an inside run. That time, they were expecting the receiver running it outside on 4th. Great speed, nice open field tackle. This defense is coming off the field. They've hurt.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's back. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. The corners are walked up tight. The toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. He called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
From the gun, the ground game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Bulldogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when throwing in, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after and was able to make the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll pull it down and run. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. He's got the tight end. And he's knocked down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Badger. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's... You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll give it to Johnson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Lovett. And it's loose. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the 1st down. Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on 1st down. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
Fair catch, called for and made. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this stretch.
He's off to the races. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Looking down the middle. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. What a missed opportunity there for this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Wilson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for room. It's Etienne. They knock him down right there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes like the Gators and Dogs duking it out on neutral turf, you know emotions will run high. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back cat-like quickness?
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. So got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time. And the defense was able to get a negative play.
Unloads it left. He's got it. At the 20, he's got space. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He caught it, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Badger. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
And the Gators will keep this drive going. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Gator.
He's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
Went out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Ready up. Defense in press coverage. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It's still 3rd and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Past the 50. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Black 14. Check, check. White 94 slider choice. White 94.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. The Gators get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down.
Get set.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Elbow.
Dropping back, it's Flagway. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida. On to attempt the try. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Caught near the sticks. It's dealt. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bell. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Grabs it in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He wants to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
They keep attacking through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These are the games, these are the moments, this is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time run.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
That's fine. Listen, it's go time. All right, now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Buys a little time. Looking left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. Now we're going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
A handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
29 Philly.
Right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the run, it's Etienne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
To the air, it's Glagway. He's going up top here late in the game. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for a great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the up in great scoring position.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.